Hey there, amazing people. I'm thrilled to have you here today. We're thrilled to present to you our video dedicated to Astghik. Enjoy. Astghik or Astghik, a prominent goddess in ancient Armenian mythology, is revered as the embodiment of beauty, love, fertility, and water. Celebrated for her celestial beauty, she was a key figure in Armenian religious practices. Astghik is also known as the bride of the warrior god Vahagn, who represents fire and thunder. She was worshipped during the early centuries of Armenia's history, with her influence tracing back to pre-Christian times. Often identified with Aphrodite and the planet Venus. The celebration honoring Astghik is called Vardavar, during which people drench each other with water as a ritual of purification. It symbolizes the renewal of life and the blessings of water, reflecting the goddess's influence in Armenian culture as a holiday of the Transfiguration of Jesus. One tradition says she was Noah's daughter, born after his flood. Turning our focus to etymology, let's explore its key elements. The name Astghik is derived from the Old Armenian word ast, meaning star. The suffix ik is a diminutive, often used to convey the sense of little or small. Thus, Astghik can be interpreted as little star, emphasizing her association with celestial beauty and light. Now, let's shift our focus to mythology and embark on an intellectual exploration of its various dimensions. Originally, Astghik was the goddess of creation of heaven and earth. However, later she was transformed into a deity of love, beauty, and fertility. This was shaped by cultural and religious changes in ancient Armenia. Originally seen as a powerful creator goddess linked to nature, Astghik's role shifted as the Armenian pantheon evolved. With the rise of Armazd as the chief creator god and Anahet as the moon goddess, Astghik's position diminished. The Hellenistic period, which began following the conquests of Alexander the Great, had a profound impact on the religious systems of many regions, including Armenia. Astghik's transformation into a figure more similar to Aphrodite, Greek goddess of love, beauty, and fertility, is a direct result of this influence. In these traditions, love, beauty, fertility, and sexual power were highly emphasized, and it appears that Astghik's image evolved to reflect these qualities as she began to embody characteristics similar to these well-known goddesses from the surrounding cultures. Cultural exchange. Armenia was located at a crossroads between many ancient civilizations, including Mesopotamia, Persia, and the Hellenistic world. These cultures brought their religious ideas with them, which influenced the Armenian pantheon. The worship of Astghik likely has roots in the ancient Near Eastern goddess traditions, such as those seen in Sumerian, Assyrian, or Babylonian beliefs. The goddess of love and beauty could be a reflection of these broader regional deities. Brace yourselves for the next chapter, where we'll be dissecting Vahagn and Astghik. The myth of their meeting. According to the myth, Vahagn goes on a heroic journey to find Astghik, but she's hesitant to marry him. Even though he's strong and brave, it's his love and tenderness that win her over. Eventually, they come together and rule nature, with Astghik representing nurturing qualities and Vahagn symbolizing fierce protection. Their story shows the balance between opposites, the destructive power of fire and the life-giving force of water. Thematic significance. Their relationship represents a symbolic union between opposites in nature. Vahagn, as a god of war and fire, contrasts with Astghik's associations with water, fertility, and love, symbolizing the balance of creation and destruction. The union of fire and water in the myth highlights how different forces can complement each other and maintain harmony. Cultural symbolism. In Armenian culture, this union also embodies the cyclical nature of life, where destructive forces lead to renewal, symbolized by the fertility and beauty represented by Astghik. Let's now zoom in on the myth of Astghik and uncover the hidden gems that lie within. Astghik had a habit of bathing in a stream, often in the nude. Her beauty was so captivating that young men from nearby villages would gather to watch her. In an attempt to see her more clearly, they would light fires near the stream. However, Astghik was aware of their intentions and decided to protect her privacy. To prevent the young men from getting a better view, she created a thick fog that covered the area. This fog became a permanent feature of the place, and the location came to be known as Jodasht. The name is derived from the Armenian word jaush, meaning fog, which is associated with Astghik's mystical creation of the mist, emphasizing the importance of purity. Prepare yourself for an eye-opening discussion on cultic locales in the upcoming portion of this video. Astghik's principal seat in Astghik or Tarn places her worship at an important religious and cultural center. Astghik was an ancient city in what is now eastern Turkey, near the region of Mu. This region was a key area of Armenian culture and religion. Astghik's temples were called Vahagn's bedroom, as those were the places where they met. Other temples and places of worship of Astghik had been located in various towns and villages, such as the mountain of Palati to the southwest from Lake Van, in Artemet 12 from Van, etc. As we enter this new phase, let's uncover the impact of Vardavar on our broader topic. Vardavar is a celebration in Armenia where people drench each other with water, which was originally an ancient Armenian pagan festival dedicated to Astghik. The festival itself was rooted in celebrating fertility, beauty, and the life-giving power of water, as well as honoring Astghik. People would celebrate Vardavar by splashing each other with water and engaging in rituals. The key feature of the celebration was the sprinkling or pouring of water, which symbolized purification and renewal. However, when Armenia converted to Christianity in the early 4th century, a process of Christianization took place, where many pre-existing pagan holidays and customs were adapted and repurposed to fit the new Christian context. Vardavar, as a festival linked to Astghik, underwent this transformation. One common strategy for converting pagan populations was to align Christian holidays with existing festivals. This helped ease the transition and made it more acceptable for people to adopt Christianity while still retaining familiar practices. In the case of Vardavar, the festival's themes of water and renewal were aligned with Christian values, particularly with the idea of baptism and the purification of the soul. Leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this video.